Hello, people of God. This is your friend and your sister, Prosperity. Excuse me, I just burped, y'all. As you can see, y'all see my staff. I have my staff here now. So my car got here today from Florida. My staff was inside of it. The top is broken off. And there's a beautiful testimony, a beautiful story behind that. But I do still, I have that piece. I just have to, I gotta I want to sand that down and put my piece back on there. But I just want to give y'all an update on my testimony. The highly, very stressful situation. The situation that I've been having with my ex-husband, and my children being in Florida with him, because I said I had planned to leave them with him for the month of June and half of July so that they could spend the summer with him, and then I go back in July to get them to come to school in Texas. So in spite of all that mess, y'all, in spite of the narcissist, my mother is a narcissist, very, very verbally and mentally abusive. Not calling me stupid and dumb and all that, but very manipulative and toxic. In spite of the two narcissists that the enemy is trying to, use to destroy me and to stop God's plan. And the flying monkeys around my ex-husband, flying monkeys, y'all, if y'all look up that term, flying monkeys are people that, y'all, I hope I'm not talking too loud, but I do want to make sure y'all can hear me, because sometimes I watch YouTube videos where you can barely hear people, and I have a very strong voice, so it's gonna carry. But anyway, flying monkeys are people that they just eat up everything that narcissists say. It's like, oh yeah, those are flying monkeys. And those flying monkeys, if they don't personally come at you to fight for the narcissist and everything like that, then they're in heavy agreement with the narcissist. And so, y'all, I realized I really made a mistake leaving my children there. I left my children in Florida with my ex-husband, really trying to be nice to him. And to be honest, I left them with him out of fear, because I still was under this type of fearful mentality where I felt like, oh, he could do anything to me. Oh, he's so powerful. He could try to go to the courts and, do something. I don't know. I guess I didn't want to be looked at like, oh, she's taking the kids from him. And look, I left the kids with him and they're still being nasty towards me. They're still talking. The people around him, my mother, unfortunately, it's a freaking shame. It's so sad, man. It's sad. It's really, really sad. She's not like a mother. Anyway, not like my mother. She's like his mother. But anyway, the people around him still dogging me out, coming through my children. This is not going to work. This is not going to work for him, before the judge. That's not going to go well. And y'all know I developed so many health conditions, just being sick mentally, physically, and emotionally behind my ex-marriage, behind that situation, the stress from the marriage. And now y'all can't imagine the stress unless you have been in a similar situation. You cannot imagine the stress that I have been going through since I've been here in Texas. My sister in Christ, Hamashiach, she said I had only been here 4 days, and my sister in Hamashiach, she was like, it feel like you've been there for a month, girl. It feel like you've been there for a long time with the amount of crap that has happened. And it's always them coming to my 12-year-old baby saying toxic stuff. My 12-year-old has struggled with anxiety since she was 6 or 7. And first it was my ex-husband saying stuff to her that you don't say to a child. Don't let the child don't tell the child what's going on with the courts. You don't do that. Constantly trying to sow confusion when her mother is telling her, oh yeah, y'all coming to Texas. And then he's coming to her like, oh no, the courts have to agree. You don't do that. So in spite of the crap that's been going on with my ex-husband, him getting my mother involved and his flying monkeys, God has still been using me here, y'all, in Texas. Now, let's get this straight. And this is for my ex-husband's sister. And this is because what my ex-husband's sister said. Her too. She was like, I wasn't surprised. Like, I didn't have any support or encouragement in Florida, y'all. They just suck. They suck. No love, no genuineness. Anything that came out of my ex-husband's mouth, oh yeah, it's flowers, it's butter. Just severe persecution, y'all. Freaking aggravating. And I never was like really like a honest, like blunt person. So it was just a lot of persecution, frustration, and pain. And I would just sit there and take it. Like, I cried for a lot of years, y'all. And now the only reason that I may cry is because I just want my children, and that's it. I just want my children so I could be done with all these people. It's sad. One of those people in the crew is my own mother. It's just sickening. It's sickening. She ain't right, y'all. She is not right. But anyway, Yahuwah God has been using me fairly good since I've been here, in spite of what I have going on with myself. Y'all, I don't care how I be looking. I've been sharing the message that he has put in my spirit to share. And it's been going well. It's been going well. It's like I'll be down. Like, I'll get kicked while I'm already down. You know, I'll get kicked. When I say get kicked, metaphorically, by what's going on in Florida. It'll either be crap or stress coming from my ex-husband in some shape, form, or fashion, or something, you know. I'll get kicked while I'm down, and then I pray, seek Yah. He gives me strength, and I get back out there, and I just do what he's instructed me to do, right? But what I was going to say is my ex-husband's sister, who I shouldn't have even talked to her, because what else did I expect? I didn't expect nothing more than that. Even though she had been telling me since she found out about the divorce, oh, I'm here if you want to talk. You can talk to me. I'm here. Why? So you can tear me down? So you can tell me how amazing your brother is? So you can talk to me like I wasn't a stay-at-home mom off and on for 13 years? Like, I haven't been the only woman consistently, the only woman, not even consistently, the only woman taking care of my children, y'all. I have been through everything with my children. From emotional breakdowns with my kids, doctor's appointments, everything. Y'all, it's wild. It is absolutely wild. Like, when I say it's wild, it's crazy. Y'all don't even understand. Like, why would you come at a mother like that? A mother who's there. A mother who she the only one doing it. None of them wanted my responsibility. They didn't even want to help watch the kids for a lot of years. And the only reason at this point that my mother, well, for a couple years, the only reason that my mother has ever wanted my children around so that she could sink her toxic claws into them and spew her poison. It's a very frustrating situation, y'all, very. So anyway, Yah has been using me, and I'm very grateful for that. I've been sharing the message that he put in my spirit. This came directly from the Holy Spirit. But one thing that my ex-husband's sister said, she was like, oh, well, she was talking to me like, you know, God is only sending me here for ministry to Texas, and like I should just leave my children behind with him. Like, what the heck? These people, they so toxic and demonic. They treated me like, that's why I look like this. I haven't been overly concerned and focused on my looks and how I'm looking and what's going on. No, I was a cooking, cleaning, slaving woman, and I'm only 32, and I've been like this. It's so demonic, y'all. It's so demonic. So tonight, and this is my prayer staff, y'all. It's a prayer staff. God has instructed me to carry it around. A lot of times I'm self-conscious, so I don't carry it in the stores. But in Texas, like, I have to. I can't worry about what people think about me. Like, I just can't care. And if people don't want me to talk to them about God because I'm holding the staff, well, so be it, you know. But so the update tonight, other than Yah is really, he's doing some great things out here. He's doing some great things out here in Texas, and using me to spread the message to the black people specifically. That is what he instructed me to do in my spirit. And I even asked him in Florida, I was like, do you know who you're sending out? Like, I'm very shy. Unless I'm comfortable in that moment, I'm very shy. I'm not like outspoken like that. I've never been an outspoken. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to like, it has taken a lot for me to speak my mind. Y'all know what I'm saying? Especially if someone is being rude to me or disrespecting me or they're doing something toxic. It took years. It took a lot of years for me to get to the point where I'm like, I'm going to let this person know how I feel. And sometimes because you bottle things up, when you finally do speak up, like it can come out like, you snapping on them. So anyway, I asked Father Yah, like, do you know who you sending out? Like, I'm not good with just like approaching people, and especially people who I might be speaking to that aren't so receptive of the word that I have. Like, I'm just not good at that. But I've been doing pretty good, and he's been using me, and I'm grateful for how he's been using me. So tonight, I told y'all how my ex-husband linked up with my mom when I left Florida. And this is someone he didn't want to deal with. He claimed he didn't want to deal with her. And he would always say, like, yeah, I know how your mom is. Like, it's really messed up. It's really, really messed up that that's your own mother. He would always say that. And he really, for a couple years now, he's been saying, like, it's a messed up situation that's a mother, that seems to be so against their own child, right? So me and my mom, we don't have the best relationship, but it's even worse when, like, don't come to my kids. Don't come to my kids and try to dissuade my kids and like sow that poison and that toxin. My daughter didn't come to you. My daughter did not come to you. How my little sister, she used to always come to me about my mother. She would either come to me and tell me how my mother was sitting there in front of her talking bad about me, or she would tell me how she just hated my mom or something, Now, when when my little sister would say she hates my mom, then I would minister to her and I would try to encourage her and let her know, like, right now you a child and you have to honor your parents and pray. Just pray, pray, pray. Because I know what my little sister is dealing with. I know it. I was raised by my mother. And so I know. And even though my mother, she's very different from when she was raising me, I know the kind of spirits I know the kind of person that she is. Very toxic and manipulative, like a snake. At least that's how she's been with me. So y'all know recently my ex-husband, he sent our daughters to my mom's house. Now, I didn't really like it because I kind of expected this. I kind of expected that it was going to be something toxic going on, and it's just frustrating. My kids are already getting it from my ex-husband, and then then he sends my